Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we are going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Terry Silver visited Robby and Juvie during the events of Cobra Kai Season 3? So this is a continuation to What if Terry Silver saved Robby during the events of Cobra Kai Season 2. If you guys haven't seen that video, I would recommend you go watch it before continuing this one. So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 2 would still happen. Season 2 would still end the same way. The school fight would still happen. Miguel would still be paralyzed, and Robby would still go to Juvie. Chris would still kick Johnny out of Cobra Kai, and Daniel would still shut down Miyagi-Do. Terry Silver would still find out everything that happened, so Terry Silver would want to go visit Robby and Juvie. And at first, Robby wouldn't want to see Terry Silver, but he would remember how Terry Silver saved him at the beach, so he would decide to give Terry Silver another chance. Terry Silver would say that Robby doesn't belong in Juvie. He would say that he was here because of the rivalry Daniel had with Cobra Kai. Terry would remind Robby how Daniel had betrayed him and Johnny had failed him, but Robby wouldn't want to trust Terry. But Terry would say that he was there to help him. He would say that he was just a third party, concerned for his well-being, and Terry would also give Robby the advice to strike first. So much like in the original timeline, Robby would still fight Sean, and those events would stay the same, and using some of Terry Silver's money, he would manage to get Robby an early release. So in this timeline, Robby would go with Terry Silver, and Robby would temporarily move in with Terry Silver, and the events of Cobra Kai would continue. Daniel and Johnny would find out that Robby got released early, and Daniel would find out that Robby went with Terry Silver. So Daniel would confront Terry and Robby. Daniel would tell Robby that he was making a huge mistake, and he would ask him to come back with him. But Robby wouldn't want anything to do with Daniel in this timeline. He would still feel betrayed. Daniel would decide to reopen up Miyagi-Do, and he would want to convince Robby to come back, but Robby still wouldn't want anything to do with Daniel. Terry would think that with enough time, Cobra Kai would destroy itself within, and the events of Season 3 would continue. Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do would still have their rivalry, and much like in the original timeline, Miguel and Sam would still become friends again, and Robby and Tori would still find out. So much like in the original timeline, the house fight would still happen, and those events would stay the same. Johnny would still confront Kreese, but without Robby and Cobra Kai, Johnny and Kreese wouldn't fight. Kreese would still propose a tournament, but in this timeline, Johnny and Daniel wouldn't team up, and the events of Season 4 would carry on. Cobra Kai, Miyagi-Do, and Eagle Fang would train for the All Valley. Terry Silver would find out that the three dojos were training for the All Valley, and he would ask Robby if he would want to compete, and at first, Robby would be against it, but Robby would want a chance to get back at Miguel, so Robby would agree. So Terry Silver would start training Robby in the way of the fist. Terry would teach Robby the Quicksilver method. Kenny would still go to Robby in this timeline, so Kenny would become another student of Terry Silver, and the events of Season 4 would carry on. The three dojos would go their separate ways, so in this timeline, Cobra Kai wouldn't get the revenge on Hawk, but the rivalry between the three dojos would start to grow, and without Terry Silver's funding for Cobra Kai, Piper would join Eagle Fang in this timeline, and the night of the All Valley, the three dojos would compete, and Robby and Kenny would be competing, affiliated with Terry Silver, and they would use a combination of offense and defense. Daniel would feel betrayed, seeing Robby with Terry Silver. Kreese would be angry, seeing Terry be a sensei at the All Valley. The tournament would carry on. Robby would fight Hawk in the semifinals, but Robby would use a combination of offense and defense, and he would defeat Hawk. So Robby would fight Miguel in the finals. Miguel and Robby would fight, but since Miguel never learned defense, Robby would defeat Miguel, so Robby would be the boys' All Valley champion. The girls' finals would stay the same. Sam would defeat Tori, so Sam would be the girls' All Valley champion, and Miyagi-Do would win overall. The events of Season 5 would carry on. Cobra Kai would be forced to shut down, and Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do would continue to operate. Terry would be happy that Cobra Kai was shut down, and that Kreese was gone, and now he would want to come up with a plan to take down Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang, and that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Terry Silver visited Robby and Juvie during the events of Cobra Kai Season 3? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys next time.